Hear ye, gather round for another edition of the Young Kings Wrestling featuring the JDF Memorial Summer Soundboard. As always, you can find us on most streaming platforms to stream your podcast, including Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and Amazon Music. Also, if you're listening on iTunes, we ask that you leave us a review of the 5-star variety. Subscribe to us on YouTube at Young Kings Wrestling, YK Wrestling. Links to other platforms and the merchandise are available at ykwrestling.com. Welcome once again to the Nuckafew Buckingham Palace, episode 204. And of course, as you can see, I am your host this afternoon. I am King Reek of House of Havoc, first of his name. And due to my co-host not being available this afternoon, I've reached across the cafeteria and found one of the friends of the show, host of the Get Your podcast, a member of the Marks with Mikes, our good friend Joss. How are you doing today, sir?
Hey, hello, we're back. Nuckafew Buckingham Palace. Here to see all my homies. We live. We're ready to do this, man. I'm doing pretty good.
Yes, sir. Hey, man. We watch wrestling all week long. Y'all know the deal. What you been watching, bro?
Okay. So, it's pretty wild, right? Because I've been watching Wimbledon, right? And I've been watching the G1 tournament, right?
Okay.
And I'm like, man, a lot of these things is set up similarly. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a round robin type of thing. You know, it all goes back based on match scores and everything. So I've been watching that. Keeping up with y'all. I've been on the 04.
Yeah.
Are you guys on 04? Or you guys are 04 now, right?
Yep.
I've been on the 04. And I don't know if you guys talked about this yet, but I'm at the part where Kane takes off his mask. Is that 04 or is that 05? Is that 04? I can't. Or that's a little bit.
That's like late.
The tail end?
It's late 03 and goes into.
Okay, 04. That's what it is. Okay, my bad. It's late 03.
Yeah.
Because I'm starting the Royal Rumble for 04. That's probably what it is.
Yep.
And so, you don't think about it at the time, but I'm trying to think, what was the whole point of him taking off his mask? Stone Cold was angry. Yeah, he got a couple of L's, but it's what was really the real build for him to take off his mask, right? I'm sitting here trying to figure that out, you know?
He was I mean, Stone Cold said he was being a punk, man. He was being soft out here. So
right, okay.
You're gonna be soft, you're not gonna be hiding behind your mask no more. You're just gonna, you know what I'm saying, show it off. I mean, that was Bischoff more so. Because Bischoff had a stipulation for the match and everything like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, just listen, you're not gonna be hiding behind that little safe space you got. You know what I'm saying? So if you lose, you gotta bear it all. But
in a way, it's kind of it was kind of fast tracked.
Yeah.
You know, the way they did it. Maybe, I don't know, maybe because I was thinking, man, wasn't there a little bit of a build to this? But they just did it on Raw, and then 2-3 weeks later, they came up with the stipulation.
Right.
And you had RVD doing his best sell of his life, oh my God.
Yeah, man. And the other thing too, what was supposed to be the mystique behind it was, remember when he first came out, there was all this talk about how he was scarred and deformed and all this other stuff. And that's why he was all suited up with the mask and everything.
Oh yeah, the whole metaphor. Yeah.
So everybody was expecting when he took the mask off, that he was gonna see all his face was messed up and he had nothing but some dirt on his face, he was up the chimney or something.
Yeah, right, for real.
Terrible.
Yeah, you're right. It was terrible, but I don't know. I thought that that era was underrated.
Oh, for sure. Sure. That was one of the boom spots right there.
Yeah,
The old school.
ruthless aggression era is like I feel like it's getting that respect now, but I feel like it's underrated in terms of like the eras. Everyone talks about like attitude and everything,
Mm-hmm.
but ruthless aggression had some of the best wrestling matches.
Right. Yeah, man. It's like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hey, we're gonna run through these birthdays real quick.
Let's go.
For the week. So first off, Daphne, R.I.P. She would have had a birthday this past week.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Knox, Mojo Rawley, father of Carlito, the legendary Carlos Colon,
Mm-hmm.
Al Snow, Joey Mercury, Mandy Rose, Jeremy Borash, Karrion Cross, Jinder
Mm.
Mahal, Adam Rose,
Mm.
Giovanni Vinci, Sean Stasiak, Thunder Rosa, Bandango, Kenny King, Akira Tozawa, and last but not least, the GOAT, even though he don't really rock with us and he don't rock with TC, so he don't fuck with the show. But Hall of Famer, HBK, Shawn Michaels. Happy birthday to everybody.
That's right. That's right. Two things I want to go off of that. Shout out to Kenny King because before they were all elite, they were in ROH, and we saw him at Miller's, and Daryl and Charlie walked up to Kenny King, and he called me over. And not only was Kenny King there, it was Hangman Page and Bobby Fish. That's where I got that picture from.
Oh, okay.
Right. So a little bit of a story. So like Daryl and Charlie go up to Kenny King and say, "Yo, bro, we gotta take a shot, man," and everything. Like, and Kenny King's not one to pass up a free drink, so he's like, "Yeah, let's do it."
Mm-hmm.
So then, he gets a drink and he's trying to get Adam and all them to drink, and they don't want to. So just him and Kenny. And right when Kenny's about to take this shot, Daryl goes, "Yo, me and my wife voted for you on The Bachelor," and he almost spit that thing out.
Oh, that's crazy.
because everyone knows him from wrestling, but nobody knows that he was on The Bachelor.
Yeah.
Right. And right when he took the Daryl said, "Yo, I voted for you, dog."
He wild for that.
Yeah. Yeah, and he he dapped him up and said, "Yo, you watched The Bachelor? You voted for me? Oh, I appreciate you, bro." And everything. And he shout out his wife because they all voted. And I took the picture with Kenny. Not Kenny Omega. Adam Page. Adam Page. Yeah. And Shawn Michaels though, his birthday.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say is some of your top 3 matches?
Whew. Damn, that's what. Number one is always him and Taker.
Okay. 25 or 26?
25.
25?
That's his preference because they both was like A1 top tier.
Right. And no one had seen it yet. So like that was the first one.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that one. Then I'll probably go him and Kurt at 21.
Yep.
That's wild.
Yep.
And I always go back to this one. Him and Cena, 60 Minutes in London, Monday Night Raw.
That's also classic.
I had to go like overreaching off my bedtime to watch that because I'm like, I can't stop, bro. This is they was pushing the limit. So I'm like, I gotta watch how this end, bro. But yeah, if I had 3, that's gotta be it right there.
See, like, I don't think you could say there's a bad match.
Nah.
I'm pretty sure there might be, but I'm pretty sure his bad match is like better than somebody else's worst match, like, or somebody better matches that he's had. But like what I'm saying is like, I think, Kurt Angle's up there for me. Do you remember when he had that match with Rey Mysterio for the Eddie Guerrero tribute?
Oh yeah. That was
pretty
fire.
good.
That
was pretty good. And I gotta say, like, the Mankind match, Mind Games match in your house.
Games.
Yes. Yeah, that was good. Sometimes I have this debate with people, like, who's better, long pants HBK or the tights HBK? And I gotta say, some of the long pants, even though I prefer him in the tights, he had better matches. Like second run HBK, I think he had a little bit more better matches than.
Oh yeah, second run HBK is goated. Like the first run was like that was legend, but the second run was definitely goated. But if we going tights to the
pants, the long
chaps.
pants, the chaps. Yeah,
That's tough, man. I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. Because I might say this might be a hot take, but I might say Hurt versus HBK at WrestleMania might be better than SummerSlam 12. I mean WrestleMania 12 with Brett and Shawn.
Oh, it definitely was.
Okay,
Look,
okay,
I mean, me and TC both agree on this one. Like
okay, okay.
the 12, the match at 12 was kind of like it was a little bit overdone because it's like you know, I get it. You're not going to be able to make wrestling interesting for 60 minutes,
Right,
nonstop
right.
like that. But it's just like it didn't hit the way
Mhm.
people remember it. You know what I'm saying? It was more of the moment
Right,
because you did that 60 minutes. There was no falls. You go to a draw, sudden death, overtime, and then that's where okay, you hit your point now. Because
right.
the only thing that people talk about is the fact that okay, Shawn beat Brett straight
Mm-hmm.
up, no
Mm-hmm.
funny shit going on. But it's not like they go back and say, oh, this highlight from the match and all this other stuff. Like
Right,
it's not there. Shawn and
right.
Kurt put on a classic, and there's several
Yes.
spots that you can go back and look to and be like, damn, they really did that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You didn't realize Kurt was like that quick with it. You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
didn't think that some of these spots like him HBK jumping from the apron off onto the
Yeah.
table and
Yeah.
that angle slam off the top, like
Right.
it was tripping.
And it was funny because like HBK actually wrestled in that match.
Mm,
He
yeah,
actually was wrestling with Kurt, not just like doing his regular wrestling, but he was actually doing some amateur shit, with Kurt.
yeah,
So yeah, I gotta say, yeah, okay, okay, cool.
yeah. Now,
Yeah.
if you watch that doc on it's on Peacock now, when he said like they was backstage before the match and HBK just looked at him straight up before they went out there and was like, "Yo, I'm not scared of you." It's like like that's when it was about to cook. Like he got in the zone to
Right.
let you know, like, "Yo, we ain't about to be playing right now."
Right. And you know what's crazy too? Like that's a match at the time when I think back, nobody really wanted until it actually happened.
Yep.
So sometimes when I think about like people want to have like, dream matches, like sometimes you got to think of somebody the opposite from somebody, not pick the same person, you know?
For sure, man.
Yeah.
That's why I know him and Eddie would have been like 5-star.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. For sure.
Yeah, man. Hey, this week in wrestling history, real quick. We
Mm.
got some heavy hits from this week in history, man. So first one, 2001, the Invasion pay per view, the Alliance
Oh my God.
defeat Team WWF. Man, you talk about how they fumbling what should have been the best part of
Feud. Right. Best
wrestling
storyline.
TV ever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This was kind of just like, yo, I'm glad this shit is over. Like
For real.
heel Stone Cold wasn't cutting it
Nah.
unless he was like being goofy, but that was kind of it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
And that whole thing with him and Deborah, like some of those
Yeah,
backstage,
man.
like things were funny, but it was only because Kurt Angle made it funny.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, no, Kurt undefeated on the comedy.
Mm-hmm.
2002, and this is one of my favorites right here. This main event, Vengeance 2002 triple threat match. The Rock beats
Oh yeah.
Undertaker, Kurt Angle for the undisputed WWE title.
Mm-hmm.
That's like easily top 3 on my favorite triple threats right there.
Yes, yes, yes. I think before HBK, Triple H, and Redacted, that was like the triple threat of
Mm-hmm.
all time for a while.
Hell yeah, yeah. I run that back at least once every 6 months. I got it.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's on there. That was also John Cena's pay per view debut with Chris Jericho.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a lot of good stuff happening on the show. 2011, y'all know about this. Money in the Bank,
Oh.
Shot-Town, CM Punk, John Cena, off the heels of the
Ooh.
pipe bomb.
Oh man.
At midnight, his contract expires. He beats John Cena for the title, blows McMahon a kiss, runs off into the stands, never to be seen again Vince McMahon is in shambles because he tried to do the screw job.
Right.
Cena stops him. Now he done got left. His champion is gone. His title is gone. Man.
He tried to have Alberto Del Rio run out there, cash in real quick, right?
Yeah. He sent him out there. Punk was like, "Nah, fam, we ain't doing that tonight, bro."
If I could speak on it for a little bit, like
go ahead,
going back to that time, shout out to the homie Garn. Garn was in the building for that time.
Mm-hmm.
I believe him and Charlie were in the building at that time in Allstate. He told me that like when he won, the crowd was so loud that he couldn't hear, like he couldn't think. That's how loud it was, and you could tell. That's also the same year he got me back into wrestling because of that same reason.
Yep.
But let me tell you, because we sports guys, right?
Yes, sir.
We NBA guys. 2011 in the Shy is an untouchable time, bro. It's an untouchable time, and it's so sad because it was bittersweet because I don't think we'll ever get back that trifecta. I mean, you had CM Punk win the title, right? Derrick Rose, youngest MVP at that time, right? Bulls almost made it. You know what I'm saying? Of course, the great LeBron killed us, but Derrick Rose at that time was untouchable. Watch the Throne with Ye and Jay-Z came out that summer.
Listen,
man, and when Otis hit, because Otis was in the movie Pretty in Pink, which was filmed here. John Hughes, if you know, you know. Like, Chi-Town at the time, bro. Like, it had so much love and so much hype in that era at that time.
Man. Yeah, man, I was cooking out there.
Definitely cooking.
I remember that summer. Like we was waiting on that Watch the Throne to drop. Like I was with some my people that I graduated with. We was all chilling up in New York in the summer. We just waited for that joint to drop, and we was playing it back like 3 times in a row. Man.
Right.
That was crazy. D Rose was. I still haven't seen nothing like it to this day. Like
I swear.
This dude was killing out here.
Mm-hmm. And like he didn't care. He was really on that bounty hunter shit that whole season.
Yeah, man. I get slack for this all the time, but I was telling people like, "Yo, he better than Braun." I don't care what nobody say. I was making that case,
man. If he stayed healthy,
Yeah, I was like, listen, because we hadn't seen him get a ring yet. I was like, listen, I was like, I know Braun he's there. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I had top 3s like with him, with Kobe, but I'm like, right now, man ain't seeing D.
Exactly. And at that time, think about Braun and the Heat and all them at 2011. They weren't ready.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They weren't ready. Yeah, they weren't the Hall of Famers and everything that they were going to be later on at that time. So no.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts,
I'm with you with that. And as a New York representative, that was the first time that New York and Chicago connected like that at that level. Come on.
That's a fact.
Come on.
That's a fact. We was doing that's back when we was doing good too. When we
started ooh.
Man, those was good times, man. Those was good times.
Whew.
And last one for this week in wrestling history. We'll wrap that up. 2018, Tommaso Ciampa defeats Aleister Black to win the NXT Championship. Yeah. And that goes hand in hand with what I was saying. Like I had a hot take last week. I said I need Tommaso Ciampa to be the one to beat Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight title, get the Black Heart back, and just go in, put that hurt on Seth.
I can see it.
Yeah, man. I need that heel Ciampa back.
Because that's somebody that Seth hasn't really like wrestled against either. Like somebody of Tommaso Ciampa's capability. And people sleep on that match too. The Aleister Black and Tommaso Ciampa match. You know what I'm saying? Tommaso's run when he was Blackheart was sleep. It's a sleeper run with no music and everything. He just came in there, took care of business.
I said it when I first came on the show. I'm still saying it today. He was the best heel in the business. They could argue with your mom about it. There was nobody else that was better as a heel in any show, in any company. They was not doing it better than him for that whole period of time. He was on
At that
top.
time, no. At that time, no. No.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if we tap into that, man,
Yeah.
we're gonna be good money. We're gonna be
I'm
good
with you.
money.
I'm with you.
Yeah. Hey man, we're gonna go to this royal address of rumors real quick.
Let's go for it. Let's go for it.
Got a couple things on here real quick. Sergeant Slaughter out here big hating.
Oh.
He said he did an interview with Sportskeeda, and he talked about how he didn't get invited to Undertaker's induction ceremony to the Hall of Fame, and he was just going off talking about how he found Mark Calloway and all these looking through some stuff in the tapes and everything like that. You know, he vouched for him basically. He went to Vince and said, "Listen, you got to take a look at this dude." And Vince, if y'all remember, he initially wasn't feeling Taker like that. He's like, he's another basketball player, but Sarge went to bat for him, and now he up here, got a little spike. Got a little hate in his heart about the fact that he wasn't invited.
I mean, how true is that? I mean, because every time I hear about Undertaker and everything, like I hardly ever hear Sergeant Slaughter's voice.
Well,
being mentioned.
I mean that's part of it too. I'm like, I don't know, like when's the last time you seen Sarge and Taker in a segment together or anything?
Right.
But I mean, I don't understand. We got to start placing blame where it belongs, because I find it hard to believe that was Taker's call, or that was him saying, "Nah, I don't want Sarge there." Like, right? You gotta aim that in the direction where it belongs, because I'm guarantee you this don't got nothing to do with Taker directly.
Oh, for sure. And it could have been one of those things in passing. Like Vince is like, "Oh, I'm not sure if this is gonna go," but he could have just been like, "No, I see potential in him." But that doesn't mean that you had nothing to do with Undertaker's career, man. Come on.
Yeah, man. Like, so the Slaughter family in general is making me a little bit ill, because his daughter been on the same type of time. Like, she got some serious beef with Lacey Evans. Like, it's just going nonstop.
Oh, about the gimmick thing. Oh, come on now.
Yeah, she just going. She's like, because that Lacey's latest gimmick out of 3,000 was basically a knockoff of Sarge, and Slaughter daughter ain't feeling that. She been dragging her in every interview she can under the sun, and they just been going back and forth on Twitter. It's just
need to chill.
Yeah, y'all killing me with this.
For real.
It's getting old. It's getting old real fast. Also, Trinity had an interview. I don't know if we touched on it since it happened, but Trinity is your new Knockouts Women's Champion in Impact, as it should be.
Yup.
And she was doing an interview where she talked about, the walkout, about it. Her and Sasha taking that walk. And she said she was really, contemplating hanging it up. Like, she was in that space. So when she talked about what brought her back in and what her got her wrestling again, she said it's really the support from people. The people that was holding it down for her, and keeping that positivity, because obviously there was a lot of negativity going on. People saying, "Oh, well, they wasn't being grateful, and they making money, and they're not going to be nothing outside of WWE." That whole bullshit.
Haters, a bunch of haters. Yeah.
So she was saying, like, all that negativity was really getting to her with the social media and everything like that. So, like, mentally, she was really messed up about it. And she was thinking like she might not come back to wrestling. But because you had the good section of hashtag you niggas that was keeping it 100, that was putting that positive energy out there, she's like, let me come back and let me do this for y'all. So that got her confidence back up, what I'm saying, and she came back, went to Impact. Now she's a champion again. So we good. We rocking now.
We good, and she had that awesome match with Deonna Purrazzo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So So yeah, a lot of people want to say that like she's not getting the same type of publicity and momentum that Mercedes is getting. But look at her now. Like sometimes it just doesn't happen at the same time as everybody else. But
Mm-hmm.
Trin wanted to wait, like you saying, she wanted to wait until the timing was right for her.
Right.
So, and the time is right. Look, she's still doing modeling. We got that, we got that awesome video that was sent in the cafeteria.
Yes,
Woo!
sir. Yes,
Like
sir.
sweet morning dew. I took one look at you, man. Oh my god!
So
And then
cool.
she's still doing her thing. So and she the champ. Only big things will happen for Trent, and that's awesome, man. Man, I don't know about y'all, but like her ring gear in Impact,
Oh,
whoo, way
way
better,
better than what
dude.
she had, man.
I'm like thinking like sometimes they take a step back with but like obviously they got the connects,
Mm-hmm.
but man, her ring gear was so dope. That yellow, oh my god.
It's on point. It's on point.
Yes, yes.
Somebody back there ain't missing.
Oh no, 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 no.
Yeah. Elsewhere, AEW, Tony Khan was on one of his conference calls and was talking about the possibility of AEW expanding the pay-per-view calendar. It's
Oh my god.
it's looking like it's more and more like it's going to be a real thing. I don't know how many more shows they want to try and put on, but I mean,
Right.
my thing is if it means that we can stop doing 4 or 5 hour pay-per-views and start cutting that time down,
Okay, okay. Yeah.
please go right ahead and do that. Because I know All In at Wembley, that's supposed to be happening next month. But
Next
then the
month, yeah.
very next week they're gonna be doing All Out in Chicago.
Right.
So, I mean, listen, we don't need to have a combined 8 hours between them two shows. Like,
Right, right.
y'all can space that out. So, yeah, if we gonna get like maybe two shows, or one spread it out each month, and you get something, little something. That's cool. I'm not gonna trip off that. I've been real lenient on Koki Khan
AEW.
lately. I'm trying to give him and almost exclusively White some breaks. But that's mainly because Collision was been slapping ever since that came out, and
Yes,
uh,
yes.
I was a fan of Forbidden Door too. So, and this week Blood and Guts was wild. So we gonna touch on that though.
Yeah, but AEW for a while since Collision has started and since Forbidden Door came out, they've been pretty good. They've been hitting. Um, but if you notice, Tony been seeming a little bit more sober. You know what I'm saying? I think he's done with the
Mm,
relapse, and he's kind of like not clean, but I would say he's like a month clean from not doing any cocaine.
imagine that
Because
shit.
man, dude, imagine like you could actually think. Because like he's been pretty tame on the interviews. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Like he looked cleaned up. I'm like, okay, I think he's on a relapse right now.
I think his plug cut him off. It did.
I, yeah, it's like, hey, distribution is getting tough out here. You
I'm
know what I'm
saying.
saying? They stopping the rice. They stopping some rice. I gotta stop the cuts real quick. I gotta change my prices.
Facts. He's doing it for the greater good. I
They're going,
appreciate
yep.
it. Got to appreciate him out here.
Right,
Um,
right.
so a couple weeks ago, I mentioned how Kevin Nash had that he was on his pod, and he was big hating. He had that hate in his heart about LA Knight.
Okay.
But now he backtracking. Now he doing the Shaq thing. I apologize. I was not familiar with your game. But this is my thing. Don't tell me now, if you're gonna say, listen, I apologize, I didn't know who you were, but don't tell me that, there's all these hours in the day and I can't watch wrestling and stuff like that. Bro, don't lie. Don't lie now. Like, your guy is running the show now. So
Right,
don't tell me that you don't got time to watch his programming.
right.
And when he been featuring this dude every week since like March. So you telling me you ain't been watching all that time? It's
Right.
big cap.
And you got two guys. You got two guys familiar with LA Knight, and they're both your boys, Shawn
Right.
and Triple H.
Right.
I'm sure y'all talk. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you guys had conversation. He's in the know. I think he just got a lot of backlash from all the sweaties and everybody else calling him out. Which, in my point of view, I don't think he should have apologized. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it. Just keep it. You don't think you just keep your opinion out there. No one cares. You Kevin Nash, dog.
Right.
You don't have to apologize. You know.
Yeah, you could have just took that L on the chin.
Yeah, then move on. Who cares?
Right. Just don't cap. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. 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 Don't cap.
You're
Don't
not
cap
about to tell me you don't watch SmackDown. Everybody watch SmackDown.
Yeah. Right.
It's crazy. What else we got? Oh, so Nick Aldis after Slammiversary didn't win the Impact World Championship, but he's done with Impact, and so now
word, okay.
Now we've got the free agency going on, and it's going to come down to, of course, WWE, AEW. They both, AEW's got the whole thing with Discovery going on and Warner Brothers. WWE got the merger with UFC, so it's going to be real tight about who's going to swoop in and get this deal done. Because I know people have been talking about like it's a near hiring freeze, but apparently that's not really the case. They really just kind of being selective about who we cutting that check to. But if we're going to cut a check, it's not a lot of options. You can do a lot better on the free agent market than Nick Aldis right now.
That's true. Especially if you want to bring somebody in for his caliber.
Mm-hmm.
Now, normally I don't say like go to AEW, but I think he's just so familiar with everybody there because of the work he did with Cody at All In.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just feel like he might go that route. If he goes to WWE, it's a sure fit. You know what I'm saying? He's going to fit. Whether he's doing wrestling or he's cutting a promo or if he's just there just speaking or doing nothing, like, it's going to fit regardless anyway. They'll find something for him to do.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I where he goes, he'll be okay.
I'll be honest. He might fill that Cody spot if he goes to AEW.
Yes.
I can see him doing
I see that. I see that. Yeah.
Now, if he goes to WWE, you know what I'm saying? Him and Cody already got history from that first All In.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We can start running that back.
Of course.
But yeah, man, I'm wherever that's winding up, I'm with it.
Yep.
That's gonna be fire.
Mm-hmm.
And he's had interest in WWE in the past too. So I mean.
Oh yeah.
So the last thing I heard about it, is he could be brought in as like a producer, like just as on a trial period, something like that. But that's just getting your foot in the door to see what happens. So if y'all start seeing some matches with some new looks to it.
It might be Nick Aldis doing the graphic designs.
Yeah, it just might be.
It's like he went from being like a top 10 wrestler to be like, hey, bro, you think you could fix the graphics before the next commercial? Oh, right. Sure things, boss.
Right.
Like, dang, Nick Aldis the IT for WWE? Okay.
Straight up, though.
Oh, man. That'll be funny. No, but what about New Japan? You think he could go over to New Japan?
I mean, he could, but see, it hasn't been like up over there that it was in the recent years. Like,
oh, okay, yeah,
it's not booming the way it used to. Like ever since all this expansion out with AEW and some places in Impact and all this other stuff and the way NWA been merging, like they haven't been that best kept secret over there like they used to be.
They haven't had, what the thing is, they haven't had that crossover appeal really. Like a lot of the crossover appeal has kind of lost ever since all AEW's been made.
Mm-hmm.
And what they're doing now is like they're going back to the drawing board of just building up the young lions.
Right.
So a lot of people you see like Takosuke Takeshita and Kujami and all these people like that, they were young lions. Now they're stars. So they're kind of like doing the whole building up from the ground up. So I'm just thinking like maybe it'd be another star. They could get eyes over there, you know.
Right.
So, but I mean, because the guy can wrestle.
Oh, for sure.
The guy could wrestle. So
Yeah, he on point. Facts. Last thing, and this is going to segue into our weekly recap. LA Knight is reportedly he is garnered some favor from Vince McMahon. He's a fan now, supposedly, and he's expected to get a nice big push after SummerSlam.
oh, okay.
Now the flip side is supposedly, and this is from PW Torch, saying that his real problem has been backstage. He hasn't been good with politicking, basically. That's been his thing. He's not good with the backstage politics, essentially, because a couple people got rubbed the wrong way and things like that. But that's, you take it with a grain of salt, if you will. You know what I'm saying? I don't really subscribe to all that, but I mean, if we at this point now and we're saying, Vince is all in on somebody, you can expect them to get plenty of exposure, especially now he's already on TV every single week. You know what I'm saying? Getting all this to shine and everything like that. Then we good to go.
Right. And listen, if you have the rocket and it's from Vince, you know you're gonna go places.
Sure.
You know, no matter what his position is in WWE right now, he still has a say.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why we keep telling people, like, y'all gotta just relax. Like, everybody getting mad, and granted, I'm gonna say something in a minute because
go ahead. I'm with you.
It's some shit I'm not happy about either. We just gonna jump into this.
Let's go.
SmackDown this week, right? We continue the U.S. title Fatal 4-Way Invitational, and we had Sheamus, we had Cameron Grimes, we had Santos, and we had LA Knight. And all we've been saying for the last 2-3 weeks is let LA Knight go on this run, win this title from Austin Theory, and go off with that.
Right.
Get to the Fatal 4-Way. LA Knight loses. Santos Escobar wins. So it's going to be next week. You're going to have Santos versus Mysterio. Winner's going to be the number one contender for the U.S. title. See, I'm not going to be like y'all when it comes to this topic, but what are we really doing? What are we really doing? Mysterio don't got no business near the U.S. title. I'm sorry. I don't want to see it.
Right.
Santos, I'm cool with because I've been one saying for the longest, let's get him going. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But y'all had LA Knight right there, bro. Like y'all, striking when the iron's hot is not a bad thing. You don't have to constantly keep going against the grain about what the people want. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's not like he's going after Roman. It's not like he's going after Seth. He didn't win Money in the Bank, and we was cool with that. We understood. But this was right there, bro.
Yeah. Like, and if you're not even thinking about having him win, at least get him in that final spot. You know?
Right.
Like, the man deserves, and I understand, like, he's just starting out becoming popular, right? But you gotta, you can't just let the man take L's. Like, you gotta show that, you see that he is popular. And plus, what's a win on SmackDown anyway? You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna lose, might as well just have him lose at that final spot. I mean, what does Rey Mysterio need with that anyway? He doesn't need nothing.
Yeah, man. It's we just playing more into the whole, they family and the LWO and stuff like that. Like, listen, I know the match is gonna slap, but again, I'm only interested in one side of this coin. And at least if you had LA Knight in the equation, it would be like, okay, that's cool. But Nah, man. It's like I'm all for we try to be about letting it play out on this podcast. Try to be patient with y'all. Just
See, my thing is what
this
I'm
was a
afraid
lapse.
of. My thing is what I'm afraid of is trying to think of the year. I think it was like that 2012, maybe 2013, like era of Kofi Kingston as the IC champion.
Mm-hmm.
Like he got it, and he had that great feud with Randy, right?
Yeah.
But after he got it, he didn't do anything after. He was just carrying around the IC champion. But
Right.
he was taking L's. Like in terms of tags, if he was part of it, he was the one taking the pin. And like if there was he was taking pins as the champion. Like
yeah, it was terrible.
that's what I hope is not going on with LA Knight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. That's bag fumbling. We don't subscribe to that
Right,
here, man.
right. Because Kofi Kingston could have been champion a while ago.
Oh, for sure.
Right?
When he hit that, he started to elevate in like 2009 after that feud with Randy.
Yes.
You had so much potential to let that. And granted, this was kind of Randy, and he got mad over the spot. Went backstage and started getting in Vince's ear about it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah.
But it was there. It definitely could have happened.
For sure.
Elsewhere on the show, we had a whole lot of NXT stars in the backstage and in the crowd. Wesley was in the building. Dragon Lee.
Dragon. Mm-hmm.
Carmelo had Trick Mello was meeting with the almighty Bobby Lashley. Listen, man. Y'all.
That was a sight.
Y'all know what I want. Y'all know what I want. I'm not gonna say it on here because if I say it, y'all might not make it happen. But y'all know what I want.
Oh, but they tapped in. They tapped in though.
They tapped in.
They tapped in.
It's like I can't always trust them. You know what I'm saying? We saw him last week with the Street Profits.
Right.
Now you got Trick Mello Gang, bro. Y'all know.
Don't tell me they were not. I wonder if we're gonna see a 6-man tag somehow with the Street Profits, Lashley, Trick and Mello, and somebody else.
I need something, man.
Because that when they were face to face, it's at the time I didn't think about it, but I'm with you. I'm like I kind of want this now.
Yeah, man. I'm tempering my expectation a little bit, but like I said, y'all know what I want. Just make it happen. That's all you got.
Right.
Just the fact that I'm seeing Lashley on my TV screens again is making me happy. So.
Oh yes, yes, 1000%. Yep.
Like I need some of that. And we also had Tiffany Stratton in here too. She actually worked. I think she had a dark match before SmackDown went on the air.
A main event? Was it main event or was it Superstars? Superstars. I forgot.
It was one of them.
Okay.
But she posted that moonsault, which is fire, by the way.
Hey, better than Charlotte's.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's up there with Io. It's up there with Io. She don't got the same hang time as Io, but it's up there.
But it's the transition, it's the smoothness of it. Like
yes, that's true. That counts for sure. You
gotta give points for that. And of course, I was gonna get this into NXT, but Dom completed the trifecta. He actually made some history this week. Main evented 3 shows.
Come on,
all week long.
Come on.
This man went ahead to NXT.
Come on.
And won the NXT North American Championship from Wesley.
You know.
Then he defended it against Butch on SmackDown successfully. Man, all right. So what was the reaction when you seen Dirty Dom?
Hey, come on, a little preview for Tuesday night on Tuesday's episode. You know, me, Benji, and Vince were like as if the Bulls won this championship. You know, it was like that. I understand. Yeah, he got the assist from mommy, but tell me, what mom wouldn't assist their son? Right. Listen, let me tell you, what mom if the son is shooting the free throws, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if the opposite team is shooting the free throws and the mom come up and try to scream the loudest, tell me your mom ain't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, uh,
Hey, come on,
it's
it's family. It's family.
I'm,
Look
I'm
at Allen Iverson's mom. Allen Iverson's mom was always out there in the opposite city's crowd, holding up that big ass sign that says "I'm Iverson's mom." You know what I'm saying?
facts.
Giving
Facts.
Iverson water, shit, braiding his
Bray, I was
hair
about
while
to
he's
say
on the
braiding his
bench. Bro,
head.
come on, man. That's what moms do. So yeah,
Man,
of course we were celebrating with Dom getting the win for Wesley. And you know what? That was a good match.
it was.
That,
It was.
yeah, I mean, I'm not. It's not going to be any on PWI or anything like that. But
Nah.
for what it was meant to be, it was good. And plus, Wesley, I like him, but he's kind of gonna have to find a way to move forward from the the North American Championship. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
We
yeah.
kind of have to build him. And
Yeah.
the match with Butch, I was laughing because did you see Butch's reaction after the win? I don't know if he knew that he was gonna lose
Mm-hmm.
because his reaction was like, "Hold on, what happened?"
Hold on, player.
Oh yeah, wait, hold on, what's going on here?
Yeah, there was an error somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere, and I thought it was good. And then did you see the dark match that they had in Mexico?
Mm.
He had a world title match with Seth Rollins. So hey, it's a good week for Dirty Dom.
Yo, man. Listen, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say what I said last week, man. I'm not surprised.
Okay, okay,
It,
okay.
on paper, if it kind of makes sense, and we supposedly Judgment Day gonna be on NXT a little more regularly. Like it's gonna be a
It
thing.
looks like that. Yeah.
So listen, I'm not thrilled about it, but I can see why they did it, and I know TC
Yeah.
was just like, listen, it's negativity, so he all about it,
Yeah.
and he was just blowing it up, having a good time with it. But hey, man,
We we need to make a meme of TC just smiling anytime like a negative situation happens. And just post that. Not even tweet, just post it. You know what I'm saying? Like like I know
facts,
y'all mad.
facts, facts.
But yeah.
I'm gonna put that in the notes. Make sure we get on that for future reference. Like just just
Yeah,
just
yeah.
just give it just give us a smiling headshot, bro. And we gonna do
Right,
the
right,
rest.
right.
Yeah,
But yeah.
man. And then of course, you know, the segment of the year of the last 3 years,
Whew, whew.
Roman Reigns, Jey Uso. It's gonna be tribal combat.
Man.
And not only is the undisputed WWE Universal Championship going to be on the line, but status of the tribal chief.
Oh my gosh.
It's been handed.
Oh
The
my.
elders made the call. It's going to be tribal combat 1-on-1. Anything goes. There's not going to be no rules or nothing.
Right.
Like it's going to be. They're going to get down and go hand. Now I was one for saying they should have did 3 stages of hell, but
Hey, they could do that. I'm with that. They haven't. When was the last time they even did that? It's been a minute, right?
I don't even know.
I don't even know the last match was 3 days.
It's hasn't been.
Triple H and Jericho or something like that. I don't
It
know. I
was
can't remember.
Triple H and Orton. That was back in
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
but that
Oh
had
man,
to be like back in like '08 or '09, something like that. It was.
somewhere
It's
around
been.
there, like definitely around like 07 somewhere. Because that was the year of like all the gimmick matches. Like remember Punjabi prison match was that same year,
Oh
and
my god.
they had like 2 elimination chambers that year.
Mm,
December, what's it called? December to Dismember was a thing.
yeah,
Like ECW tried to bring that shit back, but like
that was
yeah.
terrible.
Oh god, oh my god, oh my god. But yeah, what do you think from your wrestling knowledge? What do you think entails in the tribal combat type match?
uh,
Like, are they gonna decorate the
see,
ring or
yeah, and
like?
that's the thing that I'm kind of a little iffy about, because if it's another one of them things where you just have like some stuff around the ring to make it look, pretty or whatever. Like they did with Apollo in that Nigerian street fight or whatever they had with Big
Okay.
E.
Yeah. The
Like,
drum match. The drum match.
yeah, the drum
Yeah,
match.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
we don't got to do all that. You know what I'm saying? But just kind of give me some stipulations that I can rock with. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like something specific. Like, y'all could have a tribal version of 3 Stages of Hell. You know what I'm saying?
You
like,
could,
y'all can still work that into it. But
right.
Just give it something like give it something with some substance. Like, y'all know what to do. Y'all been working the cinema game overtime,
right. Yeah.
overtime the
right.
last
Right.
year and some change. So, I mean, basically, it sounds to me like we talking about some kind of street fight, essentially.
Yes. Essentially, yeah.
We already, and between the two of them, they done already had an I Quit and Hell in a Cell mixed together.
Yes.
They just had a match that was like ended by a ref stoppage, a TKO, whatever.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
So, something in between. That's why I say it should be 3 Stages of Hell anyway, because you want to just.
That's what they're doing.
You want to get it all out the way. But
what if it happens? What if it happens on the sound stage first? That way, they can have the element of it being kind of decorative in a way, right? And like, what if they get real dramatic? Because you could kind of dramatic, and that could be filmed before. I'm saying that it'll start there, but it'll end in the ring because you want the crowd. You want the crowd, right? To be there for whatever happens.
Mm-hmm.
What do the elders show up finally?
Listen, man, I need. This is what I need. I need lumberjacks around the ring. If we're gonna have tribal combat, I'm gonna need everybody at ringside. And that includes Rikishi. This is the final stop right here. Because I've been telling TC we gotta put him on that elusive list. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At the end of the year.
Yes.
But we said like, you know what? Maybe we'll give him a chance here and there. Wait to see what happens. Listen, SummerSlam is the point. That is my breaking point. We got 2 weeks, so line up as many lumberjacks as you can for this, or elders, or whoever. You know what I'm saying? If this is gonna be tribal combat, get them all around the ring. You know what I'm saying? Go get. You better get Keish. You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
Jimmy gonna be there, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Solo gonna be there.
Alpha Sika.
You know what I'm saying? Alpha Sika. Dwayne ain't coming, but just
no,
could throw it out there as an idea.
Rock's mama.
She can show up. I'm sure she'll be there anyway. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? I'm with you. If I could just add on a little bit to this, I think for one time, just have these contracts where you can integrate other wrestlers. Like I'm talking Tama Tonga, you know what I'm saying? The Gorillas of Destiny could show up.
Hey, man.
They don't have to wrestle, just be there.
Yeah.
Because then they could bring their dad, Prince Haku, because he's an original friend of the tribe. He'd be there. You know what I'm saying? And then you get Tonga, you get the rest of the Tongas all showing up there, right? Now you got all of them. Who else we could bring over? Of course, their sons, right? Fatu, right?
For sure.
He could come up there too. Nia Jax, does Nia Jax show up?
I'm with that. Get Lance and Alpha out there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They got a show on the 30th. I'm gonna hit him up. I'm gonna be like, yo, what's going on? Y'all pulling up to Detroit? Like I'm asking for real. Cause they out here by me now. They opened up a school and everything. So I'll be going to the shows. Oh, did they
now? Okay.
Yeah, I'll be going to the shows and everything. So on the 30th, they got one in Cardona gonna be in the main event. So like I'm pulling up there. I'm gonna be talking to them like, yo, y'all,
you coming?
Y'all pulling up for Detroit for that tribal combat? Like
now let me ask you a question. What do you think the upcoming segments are gonna be like? Do you think they're gonna? It'd be tight if they talk to almost all the elders, if they could.
They should
just to see like that perspective. Like oh, the elders tell me, you know what I'm saying? Let's get that. Let's get that the elders telling Jimmy, telling Jay that this is what you need to do.
I need them in the huddle. You know what I'm saying? I need them in the huddle coming out with Jay with the got the whole tribal garb and everything on.
Yeah.
Yeah, get the lambs on them. All of that, man. Because like you see when they cut the at the end of the show, you had Paul crying talking about the he said the elders idea. He really shook about it.
That's
You
what
know
I'm
what I'm
saying. So
saying?
they need to make an appearance. Like this needs to happen, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
Oh
Y'all
my
know
gosh.
y'all know what y'all need to do. Y'all need to show up. Y'all need to be there.
And real quick, if I could just add on, you could let's do this thing. Like I saw people on Twitter shout out Powerbomb Jitsu and our boy Just, Jaylan. They were
Mm-hmm.
part of this thread and they added me, yo, what you wearing to the tribal combat, right? What you gonna be
Oh,
wearing to the
facts,
match? Of course, you
facts,
seen the Rikishi wear. Remember that? The Rikishi, like,
facts.
yeah. So what would you be wearing? What would you be wearing?
Oh, TC already showed y'all. We coming as 3 minute warning.
Oh, yeah. The 3 minute war. Yeah.
I told him we gonna be confusing so many people
Yeah.
because that was a whole generation ago. They don't know about that.
Oh, 3 minute warning, dude. That is a tag team that is forgotten. People need to realize 400 plus dudes
Mm-hmm.
jumping from the top rope shouldn't be so easy how they did it.
They was moving.
It would they shouldn't. Yeah, and remember he was a Hurricane's partner,
Yep.
Posey,
Yeah.
and he was right there with Hurricane moving around.
Facts.
So yeah, 3 minute warning. Yeah, that's a good one.
Hell yeah. I need that. Yeah. So that was SmackDown. Uh, real quick, I'm gonna hit NXT. We already talked about it. Dom
Yeah,
in the main event beat Wesley, and I think it was about that time because Weston already set the record. You know what I'm saying as North American champion, he done did everything he needed to do. But see, only thing is now he had a match scheduled at the Great American Bash against Ali. Now,
yes,
now Ali got to face Dom.
yes, yes.
He came. He came backstage and told him like, "Yo, listen, I ain't trying to face Dom at Great American Bash." And Wes looked at him crazy like, "Yo, you don't think I could beat Dom? Like, what's up with you?" He said, "Listen, I'm gonna see you at Great American Bash."
Okay,
And he went
okay.
out there and he took that L. So
Mm.
is it gonna be Ali Dom or are we gonna see a triple threat?
I'm thinking triple threat is the route. I'm thinking triple threat because they've been building Ali, a pretty good way on NXT, and I've been kind of wanting to see that match too. So why not give me best of both worlds, Wesley, Ali, and Dom? So
Yeah, I feel like that'll slap. That'll be
and
crazy.
they'll slap, yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, man. And now we know the main event, Great American Bash, Mello and Ilya Dragunov. And I already said this like 2 weeks ago. Dragunov
Ooh.
ain't missed since he has been on live television,
Mm.
whether it was crowds or no crowds. This man has been bussing.
Yes,
So
yes.
the two of them made a one-on-one for NXT Championship. Man, this is gonna be
It's gonna
crazy.
this gonna hit. This gonna hit because this is gonna be the first time where like Melo's gonna be challenged. Like he can actually do like his style of wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Like with the breaker stuff, like I felt like he had to do too much of like what Braun was capable of. Like he was athletic, but he was only to Braun standards.
Right.
But with this match, he can full out go all mellow. You know,
Yeah, man.
so I'm gonna be excited to see this.
That's what's up. Yeah, I think might do predictions next week. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? But yeah, that's gonna be fire. And on the Monday Night Raw, obviously, we got back to it with Cody coming outside to his home to Atlanta, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Hype the crowd up. And he was looking for Brock Lesnar, man. He was like, listen, I'm gonna be out here waiting. I don't care if it's 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, whenever you
Mm.
want to show up to the building. I'm gonna be here waiting for you. And Brock, after faking him out real quick with his music, had him come back there and When he went backstage, you just heard something clap. Out came Brock Lesnar, and Cody got his ass cooked
Again.
in front of his mom on some Zach
Oh,
Gowen. Look, on some Zach Gowen type time.
Exactly.
Listen, don't ever say this company don't do long-term booking, because if you know, you know. 2003,
Come on.
one-legged Zach got the beat down of his life in front of his mom's, and 20 years later, we right back on that same type of time. 20 years, almost to the day in the month.
Almost the exact same spot. Like if you watch back spot for spot, it's almost the same shit. You know?
Yeah, man. Put that man in the Kimura, tried to break his arm right in front of him.
Dude.
Bro, Brock is the menace of all menaces in this company, for real.
Yes.
What's the well, if the match is official, they're gonna have the rubber match at SummerSlam. We gonna get a stipulation for this, you think?
I think you have to. Like, you almost have to, just because like it's gonna give it more of a legitimate reason why we're having a third match. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether it be for Seth's title or maybe whoever wins the tribal combat thing, like there has to be a stipulation involved for this. Like, this has to be it. Was it y'all that was talking about it should be a specialty match, like a bull rope? That was you, right? That was y'all last week, right? Yeah, I'm cool with that. If they do it, if they bring that back just for like dusty reasons and nostalgia, I'm cool, because I don't think Brock has been in a match like that either. So
yeah, I was one for saying, because one, obviously, you know, it ties in because, you know, that was Dusty's match anyway. But the other thing is like, if you want Cody to go over, and I'm sure they do, then you can do it without him like putting an actual, without hurting Brock. Like, you win the match, but like you don't take any sting off of Brock for doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's a way to do it, and they can still go off and have a fire match. Like they've been having some dope shit so far. Like, the chemistry is there. So you put in the Texas Bull Rope match. You know what I'm saying? You let them go off like they have been. You know what I'm saying? This might be where we finally see that Cody blood. You know what I'm saying? They'll find a way to do it.
Right.
But yeah, man, that if you want Cody to pull it out this time, that's the best way to do it, man.
Right. I'm good with that. I when I heard y'all say that, I was like, I know they tap it in, and this is gonna happen.
Yeah, they might as well, man. They might as well. That's the way to go. Hey, man. And elsewhere, Seth, talk about getting your ass cooked. Seth got cooked again backstage by Finn. He's talking to the people. He's doing an interview, and Finn just pulls up on site energy, just sat it down and said, "Listen, man, we ain't done. You know what I'm saying? It ain't over. I ain't finished with you yet. So go ahead, you talk to Pierce, talk to your people, do what you got to do. Book this match, me and you at SummerSlam, and let's run it back." And Seth was like, "You gotta stop living in the past, bro. You gotta let it go. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get that hit out your heart. You know what I'm saying?" And so Finn got up, was about to let him rock. Right as soon as he got off cam, man started stomping his ass again. Started stomping him like, "Yo, go make the match."
Right.
Seth told him, like, "Listen, you can take a walk, or you can do something right here, right now."
Right.
So he started to walk. Then he caught my man slipping.
Yes.
So we about to run it back again. Seth, Finn, one-on-one world heavyweight title. We gonna see the Demon this time, you think?
I think finally we're gonna see a version of the Demon, maybe not the one that we remember, because this is a different Finn Balor now. Like, he's not like the Finn Balor that we remember. This is Trollo. This is Trollo Balor now. All right. he running a different crowd now. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
His mental is not the same. It's different. It's really, like y'all say, hunting season for Finn. You know, he's looking at his crew. They all chained up. They all got the ice, right? Briefcase, the two belts, right? Rhea and Dom. I want that ice too. You know what I'm saying? I want to shine also. I don't want to be looking out just because my past has all my credentials. I want to know that I'm one of the guys. So
Facts.
I think he actually gets it.
Oh, he gonna beat Seth?
I think so because remember that interview that Seth Rollins had like maybe a week ago. I forgot who was with, but that's when he was talking about the whole rating situation, right?
Oh man, shout out to Seth.
Right. So we're gonna talk about that. We're leaving that for the last part, but he was talking about all these injuries, and I didn't know he had all those injuries. I kind of knew about the back one, but the knee still bothered him from years ago.
Yeah,
that's still there. That's why I was like, man, he don't do that knee spot like he used to.
Right.
And the back still bothering him. He got like another thing around his foot, so he might be looking to take a little bit of a break.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we thought he was going to take a break to do filming,
right?
And that's why we thought AJ might win the world title at Night of Champions. But
right,
Seth been really like he been working overtime for like 2 years straight now.
Dude, he was during the pandemic. Like he held it down.
Yeah, he been going ham. So it's like, why you got the Judgment Day, running every show basically right now? You know what I'm saying? You could take that time and put it on Finn for a little while. I mean, it'll be a win for everybody. If Seth need to take some time, you know what I'm saying, with the fall, you know what I'm saying, chill out for a little bit, probably come back around in time for like, whatever Saudi show was coming up in early November or in time for Survivor Series. Y'all could do that. I'd be cool with it.
Yep. And it gives them a time to think of something when they're gonna let Priest cash it in.
Oh, for sure.
As long as you got Balor as a world title, you don't have to think about that moment.
Yeah, man. No doubt.
So
and of course I gotta touch on this too. Ronda Rousey, Shayna Baszler. Shayna came out, you know what I'm saying, put her what was it, Emma she faced this week?
I think it was Emma.
On her, in record time.
Man.
And man, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Because I don't have a soundboard. I was gonna try give a pause to put it in there. I'm not even gonna do it. But I want to give peasant so bad to whoever keeps giving Ronda Rousey a microphone. Because my God, it's really bad. Because it's like what she's saying in the promo is not bad, but it's like she's like speed, running through this promo like she gonna forget it and stumbling over her words. Like, okay, we get it. She telling Shayna like I ran circles around everything you did in MMA. I was the star of the show. I had all the accolades. I'm a Hall of Famer. Like you didn't even scratch the surface in MMA. You didn't get there. You know what I'm saying? And then I came in WWE, and everybody said I got in the back door, but it's like you had to go on the Indies and work your way up, and then go to NXT. And I came in and debuted at WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying? Won the women's championship. Did all this, that, and the third, in a fraction of the time that you was doing it. You know what I'm saying? And then follow that up by saying, listen, I'm going to do you a favor and do something that hasn't happened to you yet. I'm going to get you booked on SummerSlam. You and me.
Oh, my God.
One-on-one. It's going down. It's about that time.
And I think what you're saying is because it's the same issue I have. It's the delivery.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, do you remember in English class when everyone in the classroom would read a book? They call it popcorn. Do you remember this?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So one person from the room starts it, and then you yell popcorn, and then you yell the person's name, right?
Yeah.
For all the teachers out there, shout out, because this is also to pay attention to see who's actually reading and actually,
Facts.
right? and then you call popcorn as somebody who you think is not, right?
Yeah.
Paying attention, and then they read through it real quick. That's how Ronda Rousey sounds.
Facts.
Right?
Man.
Which is like, oh, the handling of Dakota, artificial, like just real fast. I'm gonna do you something that you have done is main event of SummerSlam. Okay, like
stupid.
Like, dude, you had only like 8 words. Like, and you had trouble delivering 8 words. Come on.
This is why I said you need to give her a manager. Because the thing is, like, she was in UFC and she was talking just fine. Like
Right.
that's when she was America's most hated and, embracing that villain role and everything like that. And it's like, listen, we
Yeah.
I don't know how we just get so far from what was working for her at one point in time. Like,
right.
It was natural, but I get it. It's we're more about cinema. We're trying to make it, more of a superstar approach, and it's
Right.
PG. But man, if you're not gonna let her, you know, be a certain way that she was, then just give her a manager. Don't put a microphone in her hand because this is just killing me. It really is.
Right. And it's like, I understand that like people want to say, oh, that's not her way, that's not her style. But like you say, if you look at the way she always talked, and if you look at that moment on the ESPYs when she won the award for best athlete,
Right.
remember what she said?
Mm-hmm.
She said, I wonder how Mayweather feels got beat by a woman.
Right.
She said that on site. You know what I'm saying? Like, so to me, I think if you just let her talk on her own,
yeah,
just tell her how to get to a point, she'd be good. But I don't know why they just haven't done that. Or, like you said, get her manager.
Ronda does not know how to follow a script, and I don't know why they keep trying to do this.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, she's been in the game for how long now? Like six years? No, hold up. Wait a minute. I think it's longer than that. It's like, because remember she went away.
Yeah.
Oh no! Don't tell me 10 years now.
It's been no. She the first time she showed up, they had that thing with her and Rock at Mania. That was 2015.
That was with okay.
Yeah, and then she debuted in 2018. So yeah, it's only been really about 5-6 years.
Ooh, shit. Okay, hold on. Damn, I know it's been that long.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it ain't been that long, but even still, like.
Yeah, even still.
If it ain't working, we gotta stop. We gotta stop this.
Yeah, or figure out something. Yeah. Yep.
Well, at the end of the day, I need Shayna to bust her ass. I really do.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like, this is everything I wanted for Shayna Baszler for the longest time. So let's not fuck this up, please.
Well, you know what? That would be cool if they did. If they did that Octagon Lions Den match that they did for Owen and Shamrock. Remember that?
Oh yeah, we done said this already.
You
this don't need to take place in nowhere else but a cage. Like,
oh, that's right. You did say that. Yeah.
Like this is hooked on phonics simple. You had two cage fighters.
Yeah.
That's all they used to do. Here in this match, first time they're facing each other in wrestling, you put them in the cage.
Yes.
Like, I don't know how much simpler we can make this.
Right.
Yeah, man, I need all of that. I need that energy.
Same.
And real quick, I mentioned this in early in the beginning because I actually just watched it to get caught up. Blood and Guts, man. You saw that match this week?
Yes, Blood and Guts. I saw that. We were still in Charlotte, so me and Daryl were watching it, and yeah, he was like, "Damn, I thought they just said the AEW is not supposed to have all of this."
Yo, literally, we just talked about this last week. All the bans they got. Apparently, they can't do intentional bleeding and all this other stuff. Right. All the stuff that they just banned, they just ran through that shit in this match.
Right, because me and Daryl were looking at it. He was showing me on his phone because he still sent us stuff. He's the man behind the scenes, and we're looking through it like, and then we see the next night like, whoa, are they not supposed to do that spot right there? Like, what's going on here?
These dudes, man. Dude was bringing John bringing forks and stabbing people. You got broken glass. Dudes making it rain thumbtacks.
Oh my god, the nail bed,
the bed of nails.
Oh my gosh.
They was just going off.
Yeah, and then you had Pac. He was doing that thing, or was it Pac? I forgot who it was. Yeah, it was Pac. And he was doing.
Yeah, he hung up from the cage and did that. No.
Oh my gosh.
Low key, I think Finn need to sue him though, because that looked like a coup de grace to me.
Yeah, for real.
Like it looked fire, but I'm sitting up
Yeah,
there like, hold on, man, fam.
that looks like somebody's finisher right there.
Yeah, that looked a little familiar to me.
Like way too close. Like way too close. Didn't even try to change it.
Yeah,
Uh
man.
no, but yeah, a lot of those spots were pretty hard hitting. I mean, like, um, then of course you had the big thing with Kota Ibushi coming out.
Mm-hmm. Yo.
Like I know a lot of people had kind of like knew that was going to happen, but still seeing him in person in the match at AEW was it's still pretty exciting.
Hell yeah, man. That was fire.
That
And
was
the elite or the golden elite,
uh-huh.
they hold it down. They took Wheeler, man.
I
Chucked this man with a
know.
chain, bro. Like
I know.
they was just going off, man.
Like I don't know. I don't have a problem with Wheeler Yuta because he's a new guy that's like being built up, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like, man, this is like have to be the like sixth or fifth time he's taking an L, like a major L.
Yeah, man. That's
You know?
rough. That's rough,
Yeah.
bro.
And like to be in like almost, I know y'all talked about it getting off. Shout out to getting off. It was almost like a saw torture. It was almost like a saw torture game.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, he was catching his work, bro.
Yeah.
That was wild and crazy.
The blood gun match. I mean, AEW always delivers with these specialty matches.
Mm-hmm.
I saw some people talking online on Twitter saying that this might be the weakest one. I don't know. I mean, like all of them were different because they all had different storylines going into it.
Yeah.
To me, much like the Jigsaw movie, it was all about the weapons. You know,
True.
this one had like upscale weapons. It was better, I thought, in terms of just being pure blood and guts. The match, whatever. I mean, you can't really have like a great wrestling match in any of these matches. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Like I'll say this was the only one I really cared to watch like that because
same.
The one with like
JAS.
I didn't care for that.
Yeah, same.
And then the joint with what was it, Pinnacle and
BCC?
What did they used to be? No.
You talk about you talk about Jericho's first group.
Yeah, I don't even remember what they was called now. Like that's how old it is.
Shit. You talking with Sammy and all them?
Yeah, Sammy and Jake.
Come on. Oh my god.
Damn.
Yeah, this is horrible.
I really done forgot about them. The Inner Circle.
Inner Circle.
Yeah, Inner Circle and Pinnacle. Like that was just kind of like, alright, because we were still coming out of pandemic wrestling, so that wasn't really going to hit. Plus, everybody had to talk about that spot. Him falling off the top of the cage. And
to a bunch of mats.
On some soft. It's like, because oh my God, we didn't throw him off a cage and have him land on some steel that would have broke his back.
Right.
Like,
I mean, that was AEW doing false delivery because I think the match a month ago was the death match.
Mm-hmm.
And remember, like nothing happened in that match. Remember, just a bunch of sparklers went off.
Yeah.
And then a month later, you get this where Jericho falls and a bunch of Tempur-Pedic mattresses.
Yeah, the exploding barbed wire and everything.
Yeah.
Look, man, that they set themselves up for that because if you watch like videos of like those matches in Japan, it looked like Hiroshima going off,
right?
And so you set that expectation on them to do something like that, and they had never done it in this company before. It's like
right.
And then you got Eddie Kingston over here, like he got PTSD talking looking for cover when the sparklers is going off. Like,
yeah,
come on, son, you gotta do better.
Bro.
You gotta do better.
Yeah, right.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and to be honest, like all due respect, AEW has gotten better from that point. So.
Yeah, they came a long way from that. They recovered.
Yeah,
so
they recovered.
No trip off that.
Right.
All right, this is my last thing I got. I'm not trying to give it too much time. But since we mentioned it, Seth Rollins was on Impulsive, and he was asked about the match ratings.
Yes, come on.
And finally, I shout out to my guy for this. I appreciate him dearly. He officially solidified my vote for wrestler of the year for this, because he said, "Listen, straight up, the match ratings are just stupid. They don't make no sense.
Yep.
And the reason why they don't make sense is because of where they come from." Because he mentioned something that I had forgotten. Do you know that the Seltzerverse, by the way, the Seltzerverse is not canon. The Seltzerverse has never, ever given Kurt Angle a 5-star match.
That's crazy.
That is beyond stupid.
Right.
Like, how do you call yourself a wrestling historian and somebody who has studied the business basically your whole life? How do you do that? And you have never given Kurt Angle, who at one point is the best technical wrestler in all of wrestling.
Yep.
For as long as he was active. How do you not get that man no 5 stars at all?
In any match. In any match.
Like, there are several that get in consideration for that.
1,000, yeah.
Like, just off the top of the head. Like, I don't like putting this in the conversation, but
no, I know I was
them two had
yeah, I know what you mean. I was gonna say it too.
I'm saying at the Rumble, they had one of those.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
17, WrestleMania 17, yep.
That one too.
Yep.
Him and Taker in 06, No Way Out.
Come on.
That should have been at Mania, honestly.
Him and Austin, 01, SummerSlam.
Yeah, there you go. You see? So just that alone, like, come on now.
What we just talked about, HBK, him and HBK.
Yeah, him and HBK Mania 21. Him and Brock in the Iron Man match. Like,
oh yes, the Iron, yes.
Bro, like, come on, man. But that's more to the point. He's never done that. He didn't think Shawn Michaels and Undertaker, the one I mentioned at the beginning of the show, Mania 25. Greatest Mania match of all time, as far as I'm concerned. He didn't think that was a 5-star match. So, like, that goes to show you what the credibility that you're looking at. That's what y'all pay $13 a month for, to be lied to like that. But yeah, he said that. He was like, it's like, listen, the guys got history and stuff like that, but match ratings are stupid because let's be honest. You're going based off of somebody's opinion, and their opinion is irrelevant.
Right.
It's not. It does not matter. I mean, I've been telling y'all this because, like I said, the Seltzerverse is not canon. So nothing that comes out of there is relevant. Nothing is important. Nothing is nothing is really relevant to the conversation at all.
No, it's not. This is what put me on to y'all, because I remember you had a big rant about Dave Meltzer, like way in the beginning.
Oh yeah.
And like, I was like, that's cool. There's people out there that hate Dave Meltzer as much as I do, because I can't stand that guy. I never liked him even before podcasting, because the argument will always be like, "Oh, what did Dave Meltzer think?" I'm like, who cares? Like, what in a grand scheme of things? And I know we're wrestling fans, but what is wrestling? It's fake, right? It's not real. It's not real sports. I mean, right. I'm not trying to like bring it down on anybody, but everybody knows that, right?
Yeah.
So what is Dave Meltzer to a fake thing? Right? He's nobody. He's nobody, right? You report on a glorified hobby. You know what I'm saying? Right. Nobody should be paying you $1 for your dumbass opinion. You know what I'm saying? And it's these hardcore sweaties that put the weight to his opinion. You know what I'm saying? And it's like he doesn't have the end all be all statement on what makes wrestling good wrestling. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you talk to a lot of people and everything like that, the New Japan and all this, like Okada and all that, Like it's a good match, but then they also got to put on that. Oh, we got 7 stars. I don't give a shit
I
about the
don't
7 stars, bro. Like
you got
you know,
some wrestling newsletter awards and all this other shit. Like, bro, be
yes, like
serious.
yeah. Like the only one I kind of say that like does a good job is like Pro Wrestling Illustrated, PWI.
Yeah.
Because like they back it up. They back it up. And they're not just watching one wrestling. Because let's all be honest. Dave Meltzer is a WWE hater. I don't know what happened with
Oh
him and
yeah.
Vince, but he's so biased, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, but Pro Wrestling Illustrated will give you pros and cons of like why they don't think something didn't hit. And that's cool.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like, and it's being fair because they got fans as their like writers. You know, they got
Exactly.
people on there. They got people that are true fans and they watch it and they're not trying to be biased, right?
Yeah.
So that's the only people I look at as like credibility to some things. But Dave Meltzer, yo, he
Man,
can
it's like,
if I see him, he got to cross the street.
yeah, man. I've been on this ever since I came here. Like, and every time I see somebody mention him, like, oh, well, someone's Meltzer reported this, I think of it like roaches.
You
Like,
got to do the voice, bro. You got to do the voice. Oh well, Dave Meltzer said.
yeah, but it's true though. It's true. Like, I think of it like roaches because
yes.
it's like every time you try to be like, yo, it's not real, bro.
Right.
This man, if you sit up there and you listen to him on the show or you read any of his reports,
Right.
it's always like, oh, I think it's going to be this. And if I had to guess, I'd say it's going to be like, he's always speculating. So
Always.
you go and all these sites and stuff like that post his reports and stuff like that, y'all just as bad because y'all call them reports. Like, I can't tell you how many times I gotta.
Yes.
I'll look at a story and then I gotta leave right away because I see Wrestling Newsletter because they say reports, and then they read the story and it says, oh well, it's looking like it's gonna be this, and I think they're gonna go in this direction. That's a guess, bro. That is a guess. That's all it is. It's bad guessing, and it's usually wrong. So it's like you got to tell people, like, yo, this dude don't know what he's talking. He don't have sources no more. He doesn't.
Right.
But it's like every time you do, there's another one that comes up. Oh, Meltzer this, Meltzer that. Bro, get with the program, bro.
Well, what's the name of his site? Is it Wrestling Observer?
Yeah, the Wrestling Observer online or some shit.
Let me tell you something. When I went to the New Japan press conference, right? And I was in there, and there's all these people with photos, and they got all their gear set up, and they're all introducing each other. I didn't want to talk to them because I was like, "Oh, you part of the Wrestling Observer? Oh, I'm cool." And so like, there's 4 other dudes that didn't even know they were part of the Wrestling Observer.
What?
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, who you with?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm with the Wrestling Observer." I was like, "Oh, you too?" Like you too, since y'all know, did y'all know that y'all work in the same spot?
Yeah, man. Like, I've been on a tangent about hiring practices in certain places, but there's certain places that shouldn't even be allowed to have hiring practices, and that's at the top of my list.
Right. And let me tell you something. If you went to a press conference, which I know I'm gonna see you one time at a press conference. I know I am.
Oh yeah.
How you gonna dress?
Oh, I'll keep it clean. You know what I'm saying? I'll make sure I look decent.
I know. I seen the gram. I see your fits. You a clean. You a clean dude.
Like, that was for like MMA and stuff like that. They had ESPN and all sorts of stuff. So like, I gotta look good just to make sure just in case something happens. Mm-hmm. Since I talk to somebody,
right. You looking nice, right?
Yeah, man.
When me and my homie went to the press conference, we looked nice too. Mm-hmm. These fools for the Wrestling Observer, North Face fleece, Wrangler jeans, ASIC gel lights, not the cool ones.
Oh my god!
I always, you know what I'm saying? There was only one dude. He was representing another group, but he was dapped up a little bit. But like the other dudes for Wrestling Observer, not to clown on their fits, but they didn't look like professional.
I mean, you look at who their leader is. You see how you see his fits every day. So I mean, you gotta assume that's the standard uniform.
His room, remember that room with all that shit
Oh my
behind him?
god.
Yeah.
I don't know how you don't just be embarrassed every time
Right,
you
bro.
get seen in public.
Right.
Oh man. All right, I'm gonna stop. I gotta
I know we spent too much time on him.
get
My
Meltzer
bad. My
off the
bad.
brain. You got
My
anything
bad.
else, bro?
No, I know the G1 is gonna be finishing up soon, so I gotta go watch that. I'm like behind on 2 nights. I gotta finish that. I know y'all did getting off last night, right?
Yeah,
Jigsaw. Did you guys do Spiral too?
yeah, we did all that.
And then y'all did a thing at the end too. So shall look for that.
Yeah,
Um, other than that, I got nothing on. We got Getcho coming out this week. Lichon Diaries also coming out too. Pretty much
yeah.
it,
Yeah. All
Just
right.
waiting on to see what Bloodline's gonna do. So
Big facts, big facts. Yeah, go ahead and plug your socials, man. Let us know where we can find you at.
yeah, you can find me at Get Your Podcast on Twitter, Get Your Podcast on Instagram. Can't find me there. You can find me at Marks and Mikes. But yeah, man, appreciate y'all for inviting me here. Shout out to TC. Shout out to you, man. So
No doubt, no doubt. Appreciate you coming through as always. And of course, y'all can find me at WreakHavoc24 on Instagram and on Twitter. Also, you can check out all my past episodes of the Havoc Hour where I talk sports and entertainment. So, I know I keep talking about bringing it back. I'm trying. I promise y'all, I'm trying to make it happen. But yeah, y'all can find all of that stuff on all streaming platforms where you can find Young Kings Wrestling, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Anchor, and the video versions, of course, on YouTube. My guy done been on there with me too.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? We always talk
yeah,
about it was the platform that was the inspiration for getting off. So,
yes,
we I got a reason to bring it back. But yeah, y'all
yep,
can
yep,
find all
yep.
that. And of course, as we already said in the beginning, y'all can find everything Young Kings Wrestling at YK Wrestling on Twitter. Also on YouTube, the Instagram, we on TikTok. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Get them subscribers up, get the views up. You know what I'm saying? Come check us out and get the merch at ykwrestling.com. Appreciate you, my guy, for coming through.
Of
You
course,
know what
of
I'm
course.
saying?
Real quick, birthday shout out, Katie,
What's up?
cafeteria. Shout
Oh
out,
yes,
shout out,
of course, of course.
shout out, shout out.
Man, see, I'm slacking that. I'm slapping that as an
No, we
advocate.
good, we good, we
Let me
good.
Yeah, let me
Yeah.
make sure I send a special birthday shout out. It was yesterday, but yeah, let me send a shout out to my client, hostess with the mostest, the shaman of
Mm.
Sheeley, the sun around which all podcasts must orbit, because she's the hardest working woman in podcasting, Ms. Katie Kinsey, baby. Happy
Baby.
birthday. Happy birthday. But yeah, man, I appreciate you for coming through. You know what I'm saying? We'll be
Yeah.
back. We'll be back, you know what I'm saying, to full strength next week. But until next time, this has been Young Kings Wrestling. I'm Wreak Havoc. And we out of here. Gone.
Go.